Ave Maria, everyone. Welcome back to the Roman Martyrology. This is July 31st. The memorial of St. Ignatius of Loyola, priest, who, born at Gascony in Spain, lived in the king's court and in the army until seriously wounded, he converted to God. After completing his theological studies at Paris, his first companions joined him, whom he later constituted in the Society of Jesus at Rome, where he carried out a fruitful ministry, dedicating himself to the writing of works and the formation of disciples for the greater glory of God. At Milan, Saint Calimero, bishop. At Synada in Phrygia, in present-day Turkey, Saints Democritus, Secundus, and Denis, martyrs. At Caesarea in Mauritania, in present-day Algeria, Saint Fabius, martyr, who, refusing to bring the governor's banner to the General Assembly of the province, was first thrown into prison, and, continuing to declare himself a Christian, was later sentenced to death by the judge. At Rome, on Via Latina, Saint Tertullino, martyr. At Ravenna, Transitus of Saint Germain, Bishop of Auxerre, who twice defended the faith of the Britons from the Pelagian heresy, and having arrived at Ravenna to propitiate peace in French Brittany, was welcomed with honor by the august Valentinian and Galla Placidia, going up then from here to the kingdom of heaven. At Imola, in Romagna, Transitus of St. Peter Chrysologus, Bishop of Ravenna, whose memorial occurs the day before this. At Skövde in Sweden, St. Helena of Skövde, widow, who, unjustly killed, is considered a martyr. At Acquapendente in Lazio, Transitus of Blessed Giovanni Colombini, who, as a rich merchant of clothes, converted to poverty, and gathered his disciples into the order of the Jesuati, who wanted to be poor of Christ and married to Lady Poverty. At London in England, Blessed Everard Hanse, priest and martyr, who, from the day he embraced the Catholic faith, carefully guarded it, propagated it among his fellow citizens, and confirmed it by his glorious martyrdom at Tyburn under Queen Elizabeth I. In the arm of the sea in front of Roquefort in France, Blessed Jean-François Jarriger de la Morielle de Bruil, priest and martyr, who, during the persecution against the Church during the French Revolution, was thrown onto a sordid prison ship where he died of tuberculosis. At Kai Met near Saigon in Cochinchina, now Vietnam, Saints Pharaoh Doan Cong Qui, priest, and Emmanuel Van Phung, martyrs, who, after about 7 months in prison, were beheaded for Christ under Emperor Tuduk. In the Alagid Valley in Ethiopia, Saint Justino Sebastiano Pasquale de Jacobis, Bishop of the Congregation of the Mission, who, meek and full of charity, engaged in the works of the apostolate and in the formation of the local clergy, later suffering from hunger, thirst, tribulations, and prison. At the town of Granollers near Barcelona in Spain, Blessed Martyrs Dionisio Vicente Ramos, priest, and Francisco Ramon Yatiba, religious of the Order of the Friars Minor Conventual, who followed in the footsteps of Christ during the persecution against the faith. At Valencia, also in Spain, Blessed Jaime Buch Canals, religious of the Salesian Society and martyr, who died in the same persecution, professing his faith in Christ. Near Munich in Germany, in the prison camp of Dachau, Blessed Mikhail Odziablowski, priest and martyr, who, deported for his faith to a foreign prison from Poland, his homeland, forced under a regime hostile to religion, completed his martyrdom under torture. At Kalisz in Poland, Blessed Franciszek Strijas, martyr, who in the same period, exhausted by innumerable tortures, passed gloriously to the Lord. At Trnava in Slovakia, Blessed Zdenka Shilingova, Virgin of the Congregation of the Sisters of Charity of the Holy Cross, and martyr, who in times of great difficulty for the Church in her country suffered much in body and spirit for having protected a priest, and, finally struck by illness, shone forth as a tireless and joyful witness of Christ. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Ave Maria.